All right, today is September 26, 2024. We got about 50 minutes before the market opens. Um, Yesterday, I was trying to catch these longs all the way up to these highs, at least somewhere in the middle. At least to like initial balance low, which is somewhere around here. Right, I'm trying to get price to get to at least to here. Um, One, two. I think it was like here. Price really jerked around with me. Wasn't giving me my setup. It wasn't giving me the price action that I wanted. We had the um, we had the red candle with green volume telling me that price is likely to go up, and eventually it did. In the overnight session, it just traveled about 50 points without me. Um, all of the trades I took here closed break even. Um, and then right at the end of the day, price did give a nice push up to my level, at least to VWAP, and then it went to my level, and then continue rising. Now, price is from yesterday's close. Let's find yesterday's close. This close will be this. Price is now up about 50 points from yesterday's close. Let me find settlement price because that's actually where price actually fully closed at. This is 5779. This is where price settle. So let's see what that looks like. That's Wednesday. Yeah, you see what that looks like. We'll go from there. Alright, we know how far we are from settlement price, how far we are from just anything else. So I usually don't use settlement price, but yep, look like we kind of use that same area. So price gapped up. So now we have two gaps to cover. We have a lower gap below this one, and then we have this gap here. So now the price gapped up. We're above the weekly high from last week. This is also 50% fib. If we take this, move it up to the highs here. So our weekly highs from last week is 50% fib. So this is going to be an important level. It's also previous all-time high. It's also yesterday's high. So this 5800 area is going to be a tough. It's going to be an interesting area, I would say. So let me do it like this. So we have ATH high, high, and 50% fib, right? So that's what we're dealing with. We have a lot going on with this one. I'm gonna make it. Let's make it fire red. Let's make it red. Yeah, gonna make it red. All right. So it's an all-time high. Yesterday's high, in a sense, the weekly high from last week, and 50% fib. So this is general error right here. What's the high of this? The high is 5798, and this is 5797. So yeah, so I may go a little further into that one to see what we have going on in here. Alright, so my buying came from here. I'm going to keep this level here. I'm not going to look for any buying or any new levels because the buying kind of started here, and I think my level is actually still down here at these lows, so I'm not going to go mess with it. So right now I don't have anything that I can really work with aside from just price action moving. So we do have this 130. We had buying. We had selling that actually moved up. Then we have selling, and then we have our 3 o'clock, or 3 and 3:30. So this is an interesting area. We have buying. Then we had news that just came out, but it was anticlimactic. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 news economic events. One, two, three, four major, three major ones here, one right there. So, oh snap! And Mr. Jerome Powell speaks today at 9:20. Um, wow. So price didn't move at all. So Powell speaks at 9:20. So um, the first 15 is what I usually mark for my high and my low, and price looked like it just moved about 8 points, if even that. So that's insane. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. So okay, all right, okay. I I really don't know what to say. So okay, that's really it. Okay, so we're above this here. Let me do something that's easy. Let me mark the actual highs and the actual lows. That's what's easy right now, because right now I have no idea how to progress with any of this right now. So I'm gonna mark the highs and the lows of the day. 2138, 2135. Okay. Okay. Getting somewhere. Give me some time as I figure the structure out. We don't have any red here. We do have a slowdown right here. A little slowdown right around here, but this is a constant drive. Um, this is where our buying is also coming in. On the Heikin Nashi, we are above it as far as square wise, but we didn't get above the actual thing, so it's still weak. So it's still weak. I'm not gonna mark that yet. We got buying here. This one we did get above. We have it on both sides, so I'm gonna mark this one. And I'm gonna dive in to see if there's any um, 5-minute candles to back up the structure of this one. And we have that here. We do, but we have completely destroyed it. We got above it, so we're not gonna mark it. Actually, yes, I will mark it. I'll mark it with like this because, well, one, we should be below it, not above it. Um, and two, well, it's where volume came in. Same thing with that one, right? So the buying and the selling should be below it, not above it. So I'm gonna mark it. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute. I'll just use this. It's buying and then buying. So mark these two. There's definitely buying here. Like constant volume. Okay. I'll add that one also. Alright, so we got these here. Alright. So those levels are important. Might be a nice rejection. We'll price lower. Alright, this is buying. This is where I look for price to come to. I wanted to take a glance in here. Let me just mark this like that and that. That. Because really and truly, what the heck is going on? Okay. Let's do 50% fib on NQ. See what that looks like. That's right here. See what the week looks like. 20, 23. Oh, 20. Huh. I didn't know we were above it. Should have did a better job marking this. Like way down there. Sheesh. Okay. I should have did a better job marking this. Alright, so we get rid of 50% fib. Alright, so that's essentially my levels for ES and Q. I also do 50% fib. This one. Okay, so that one is kind of honoring the 50% area, but I think that's fine. News came out. I'm gonna mark the news area in the first 15, and then that'll be it for now. I'm gonna wait for Powell to speak. See, news did attempt to do something, just couldn't get anything done. This news was brought to you by GDP. Oh, something I did I found interesting. I had did on something was that I went down to the 1 minute and I found selling and buying at the last candle and I marked it. So I'm gonna do that with this one because it worked out very well in May 31st. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna go and mark that area because when the market opened, it came and retested that level along with a a 30-minute green candle red volume and really sold off very nicely right at the open. So, but Powell's gonna be speaking at 9:20. I have no idea how long Powell will be speaking for, so that's something else. And it looks like this one did a good job getting above that. But I'm still gonna mark it. So NQ is definitely racing to go somewhere. Must have a hot date. Alright, so let's go to the 1 minute and see what we could find within that threshold of charts. What in the freak? So really nothing. It looks like I'm a little off. So really nothing with this. Nothing. I can't really do anything with this. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna stop here. Um, oh, I gotta put in my gaps. So let's do this. Stated we had this gap to fill right here. Never reached it. It's just also a gap. Boy, there's so much going on here. All right, that's it for today, or for this morning. I will be back in the evening, um, and we'll see what price offers us. Cause I don't have anything else to add. This is essentially my levels. Um, Nothing I can do with anything else. Whether price moves in my direction or doesn't move in my direction, touches my levels, doesn't touch my levels. Nothing I can really do besides just wait. You know. Basically, it's gonna be a waiting game. Let's see what Dylan and Carmine have to say about any of this. Today, ES strong breakout, of course, overnight above previous all-time high. Market is discovering new prices, so there is no overhead resistance or supply above price, and zero downside pressure yet, meaning shorting new highs is a lower quality for of a trade for me. I recommend watching some of my lessons on how to trade all-time highs. The only close Level I can mark today is 5808. 5808. Oh, it's a little lower. Oh, I have this 5808 to 5797. Alright, so here's a little higher. Is it this volume here? I don't know. I will long the dip targeting 5820. Yeah, I don't have any of his levels. I am not comfortable shorting upside until resistance. Basically 5808, 5797. So anything from down at the bottoms here to down to here to go up to 5820. And which is what I'm looking for. Probably some buys here or definitely buy here. This type of market, it is vital to let the intraday action provide new information. Okay, so alright, so he's using the 1 hour. That's why. So this here where we had a little break, a pause, and essentially where I have the volume. So, and I'm good with this. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll be back in the